Hello, everyone. Here's a quick look at the top trending international news stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment during this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. A war crimes prosecutor in Ukraine is proclaiming that the country is a crime scene. More than 900 bodies of Ukrainian civilians have been discovered in Kyiv since Russian troops left the region. Police say some of the victims had been tortured and shot. Authorities with the International Criminal Court, ICC, also visited Bucha and discovered mass graves and murdered civilians. ICC says it will be working with survivors and families to collect evidence to ensure there is justice for the victims. On Friday, Ukrainian forces sunk one of Russia's best warships in the Black Sea. And now, Ukrainian armed forces say Russia is retaliating. The city of Mykolaiv was hit by cluster bombs Friday in what could have been an act of revenge. Multiple people were killed and more than a dozen others injured. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is warning the world worse attacks may be coming in the form of a potential nuclear strike by Russian President Vladimir Putin. In the Philippines, the death toll from tropical storm Megi has risen to at least 137. At least 28 people remain missing, while 8 others are reported injured. So far, nearly 1.7 million people have been affected by the storm. Over 300,000 have now been displaced from their homes. Megi is the first storm to hit the area this year. China is struggling to contain the surge of the Omicron variant of the coronavirus. A new report shows at least 44 Chinese cities are now under full or partial lockdowns. There have been more than 350,000 new infections since early last month, most of them in Shanghai. 25 million people are under lockdown, forbidden from leaving their homes to go and get food or even medicine. Some residents have been banging on pots and pans in protest of the strict lockdowns. But government officials say the lockdown will stay in place as long as the COVID outbreak continues. According to someone close to the royal family, Queen Elizabeth will not appear at Windsor Castle's Easter Sunday celebration. The Queen says she has been exhausted after her recent bout with COVID-19. Although the Queen was in attendance for last week's memorial service, marking 1 year since the death of her husband, Prince Philip, she has canceled other public events, including Thursday's yearly Maundy service. Next week is the Queen's birthday, when she'll turn 96 years old. We have some cool pictures for you out of Paris. Check this out. You can see archaeologists carefully examining an area under Notre Dame Cathedral. They found ancient statues, sculptures, tombs, and pieces of original church architecture dating back to the 13th century. If you remember, the church caught fire 3 years ago. The cathedral is scheduled to reopen to the public in 2024. And finally, some good news. A puppy was rescued from the rubble in eastern Ukraine. The dog was pulled out alive from the debris and reunited with its 77-year-old owner. According to the National Police of Ukraine, the bombings nearly killed the man, but both the owner and the dog were given medical care, and police say they are both doing well. I'm happy to see that. Sign1News will be broadcasting international news updates every Sunday. Big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone, and you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku. See you next week. Bye-bye.